Social Science, Grade 6, Block 18, Reading Maps, LP1, Globe and Maps, LP2, Elements of Maps by teacher Shikha. Children, in this video we will learn about advantages and disadvantages of a globe and a map. A globe is a model of Earth. Children, can you see on the screen? This is globe. A globe is a model of Earth. We can spin a globe to look at any country. So, the globe is also spherical in shape. It can show the countries and water bodies but cannot show minor details of landforms, small towns, or roads, whereas a map is a representation of Earth or a part of it on a flat surface. Map can show any area, large, small, with details such as town, cities, physical features, boundaries, and roads. But map is not an accurate representation of Earth because it tries to represent the spherical Earth on flat surface. So here's my first question: which represents Earth more accurately, a globe or a map? Why? So children, a globe represents Earth more accurately because it is also spherical like Earth. Point 2. All continents and oceans are shown on a globe in proportion to their actual size. Point 3. Their relative locations and distances from each other are correctly represented. Now, what are some advantages and disadvantages of a globe or a map? So, children, there are many advantages and disadvantages of a globe and a map. Let's see in detail. Advantages: better representation of the shape of the earth, shows continents and oceans in proportion to their actual sizes and distances from each other. Disadvantages: does not allow us to see the whole world at once, does not show minor details of towns or roads, difficult to carry around. These are advantages and disadvantages of a globe. Now let's see some advantages and disadvantages of map. Advantages: shows details of towns, physical features and roads, can be easily carried around, can be used for navigation. Disadvantages: not an accurate representation of the shape of the earth, cannot show the actual shape and size of countries and water bodies. Now, how can anyone decide whether to use globe or a map? Children, think. So, children, when we want to look at the actual shapes and locations of countries as they appear on earth, we will use a globe. When we have to navigate from one place to another, we will use a map. When we need the details of a city, we will use a map. Navigate means to find the right direction to travel using a map. Children, please try to solve your worksheet on your own. In case of any difficulty, we can discuss it during our online sessions. I hope all the points are clear: the advantages and disadvantages of globe and map, the differences between globe and map, also when and where, how we need to use globe and map. So children, now let's focus on elements of map. So children, in case if you have to draw a map, how you would draw it and what symbols you would use for classroom, corridor, library, or any other rooms if you have to draw a map about your school. Try and figure out the directions in which they lie. Let's try to draw proper map on the sheet of paper. Mark the classroom, corridor, and other rooms using symbols. And make a legend at the corner of the map containing all the symbols used on the map. Then make the north arrow on the top right corner of the map to show the directions. Draw the length and breadth of the map. Now let's discuss what all helped you to draw the map of your school. So children, the scale helped us draw the map and the classrooms in proportion to their actual sizes and distances from each other. The symbols made our map look neat and helped us to mark out the locations easily. The title gave a meaning and purpose to our map. The direction helped us draw the various classrooms in the correct position on the map. So children, now let's focus on the elements of a map, as they are very useful in drawing as well as understanding any map. Look at the screen. Elements of a map. Title tells us what the map is about. Direction helps to know the correct location of places. Legend provides the list of symbols used in the map. Scale helps to show a large area on a small paper in proportion to its actual size. That is, children, I have a question. Can the color used on physical maps help us get an idea of the height of a landform? How? Let's discuss. Point 1. Colors used on physical maps can give us an idea about the height of a landform. Point 2. The colors used on physical maps are generally brown for hills and mountains, green for plains, and blue for water bodies. So if an area on a map is in brown color, we know that it is at a greater height. The range of the height of that area can be checked from the legend. Children, please try to solve your LP2 worksheet on your own. In case of difficulty, we can discuss it during online session. Also read the content book thoroughly. After watching this video and reading the content book of this blog, students should be able to identify the elements of a map. Also should be able to construct a map using scale, direction, legend, and title to identify the places. Also, students should be able to understand the usefulness of colors used on physical maps to understand the height of a landform showed in a map. I hope the topics are clear to you. Please try to solve your worksheet and read content book thoroughly. Have a great day ahead, children. Take care of near and dear ones. Thank you. Bye-bye.